OK, picture this. A teacher, a gym instructor, a fashion merchant and throw in a few IT specialists. What do you think you'd get? Well, surprisingly, it's New Zealand's team at next week's World Salsa Dancing Championships. Last year, they'd have laughed the idea off. They were just a bunch of casual dancers. But months of hard graft have left them with a rumba they hope will rival the best in the world. Yes, there's been the rows, the injuries, even talk of walking out. But they want to prove that when it comes to salsa, New Zealand can be as spicy as the rest. Jill Higgins with a look at what it takes.
This is the dance they'll take to the World Championships. If they win, it'll be a dream come true. But getting to the stage where they can shimmy and shake has been, well, a bit of a nightmare.
And there's been points where I have been absolutely broken and I have wanted to quit. It's costing us everything we've got at the moment.
We've polished off a house deposit.
We've had injuries, like I've pulled all sorts of muscles or hurt certain body parts.
That's no surprise to their instructors.
You come around here, keep that hand, because it's hanging down like this, yeah?
It's not easy for a bunch of untrained social dancers to go for gold.
The level in the world is extremely high. I would personally feel intimidated.
But having joined this class, the six showed unusual determination.
They wanted it really badly.
They entered a competition in Wellington and won a chance to compete in the Worlds. They were high on enthusiasm, but low on expertise. They needed help, and fast.
At first, I said no. There's no way. I thought this is going to be too much work and it's just not going to work.
But they took on the challenge for New Zealand.
When people say salsa dancing New Zealand, how does that work? It just doesn't really work together. But I want people to know that yes, it can happen and it can come from here.
Stay center. That's it.
Originally from Canada, it's not a title Chad ever had in mind.
If I was going to win a world title, it probably would have been in ice hockey, not dancing. Yeah.
In fact, none of the team were obvious contenders.
I definitely thought I'd be an IT millionaire one day. I might end up being a salsa dancer, instead.
Okay, Liam, you can read to me first. I didn't hear about salsa until I was 21.
I've actually just started dancing 2 years ago.
But one by one, they got the salsa bug. And one by one, it became their life, something their instructors won't let them forget.
You will need every hour, minute, second of the day to think about everything that you're doing and go through it.
Everything is about the training.
Suddenly to come into this 2-minute routine and do splits, handstands. I never did any of that as a kid.
I had to lose weight. Even just doing tricks and lifts, I started feeling muscles that I never knew I had before.
It's an intimate kind of dance, a bit strange for these two who hadn't even met before joining up.
Remember at the start you said that this is like a marriage, there's no sex, but we argue.
Yeah.
We give each other a lot of high fives.
Encouragement, yeah.
For the other real-life couples, it's much more intense. Though James and Beth feel it's made them stronger.
We're talking about how buying a house, having kids, all that stuff's just going to be easy compared to this, so...
If only the same could be said for Chad and Sarah.
Chad's the most driven guy,
Yes.
so we love that, yeah. And Sarah's the sweetest girl. But together in the studio, oh my God.
There's days where I don't want to keep dancing at all and I want to quit and never want to see him ever again.
She will kick him. There's a lot of tears.
You know, there's been a question floating in our minds thinking, is this something that's going to happen on the night? Because this becomes a habit.
One couple walks away or if she walks out, then the whole thing stops.
They blame it on stress, not just the efforts of trying to be world-class.
I've always put myself in this position where I'm way out of my league and trying to actually catch something else. It's a curse.
But also all the time and expense.
So there's choreography fees, got to pay for music.
All up for the 6 of us, it will cost between $50,000 and $60,000.
Costumes, shoes.
The precious stones alone cost hundreds of dollars and take a lot of DIY.
It can actually drive you insane.
I'm glad I'm not wearing a dress. Take forever to do one of those.
But hey, for the girls, it's part of what it's all about.
I'm so curious. I want to see, I want to see, I want to see. Oh my gosh, these are so tiny. I'm sure that my bum's big. Oh my God, my bum is big.
And when showtime comes, it's all worthwhile.
I just got to dance. I just have to do it. I'm happiest dancing, even when it's hard. So
It's an addiction.
So, be honest, do you really think that they are now dancing at a world-class level?
I do believe that they do have a chance in the semi-finals.
It's going to come down to right now and how much they're willing to put in from now until the day they leave.
The championships are next week, but they're still trying to raise money for the trip, so they're selling a DVD of their journey to help. You can find details on our website. So get your dancing shoes on. That's New Zealand Close Up.